Hello everybody, Passenger Alex here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys a clip from a trip I took in summer of 2023, and that was from LAX to MCO on board Delta's A321 Neo aircraft. Today I was flying in first class, and that included a meal, a blanket, and just a nice comfy seat. So come along with me, subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed yet, Instagram and TikTok at Passenger Alex. Without further ado, everybody, let's get going. I always enjoy flying out of LAX. There's just so many details as you come into the airport, and obviously it's also an iconic airport, but just the way that they promote and market things such as different airline seats and different destinations on the signs, like they don't really do that at many other airports, at least in the US, besides like LAX or JFK pretty much. Today I'll be flying out of Terminal 2 and 3. They're pretty much just one terminal now, as you can just walk right back and forth between the two. But I really like Delta's new Terminal 3. It's really well done, it's beautiful, it's clean, and it's just so much better than what it used to be. I think Terminal 2 is a great terminal, but I think they'll definitely redo it again. It's just starting to show its signs of wear. But let's head on up to the Sky Club here and have some nice breakfast and a drink. If you guys haven't watched my Sky Club review video yet of the new Delta Sky Club at LAX Terminal 3, you guys can watch that on my channel here. I will leave a link down below to that video. Beautiful views as always in the new Sky Club here. Have some pancakes from the pancake station and a nice cold brew coffee. And you can pretty much watch airplanes for days here. So this basically takes the old Terminal 3 Sky Club from a while ago and pretty much it puts it in like God mode. Like, this is incredible. Delta Airlines has also started flights from LAX to Tahiti, and I've always wanted to do those flights. Thought about doing it. It's a little pricey, especially in Tahiti once you get there. So maybe someday we'll do those flights. But for now, we'll be flying transcontinental out of here. I also run Model Airport Nation, which is a YouTube channel here. And I have like tons of different model airports, and especially LAX. And Layover Layouts creates model airport like layouts, and basically you get 3D printed terminals, and it's just pretty much like realistic as it gets. So I have this terminal coming, so feel free to subscribe to Model Airport Nation, Instagram and TikTok as well. After watching some airplanes for a while, it was almost time to head down to my gate. But first, I wanted to check out a little bit more of the Sky Club. As you walk through the Sky Club here, you can see all the different shower rooms, as well as the restrooms. Again, I have made a video on this new Sky Club, so click the link in the description to watch that new video if you guys would like to see more of it. Now it's time to head to the gate through Terminal 2. I remember always going up these stairs to the new Sky Club, or the old Sky Club, in Terminal 2 here. So just might have like the times have changed so much. I was also fortunate enough to catch the new Delta World Champion sticker on their 737 aircraft. Pretty soon it was time to board the Neo here. I've flown on the Neo from Seattle to Maui, Hawaii, and also just a couple shorter routes. Very nice aircraft. I think they could have done a better job with the dividers between seats on this aircraft. That might have made things a little bit better, because your neighbor can still kind of look over and talk to you. But Snoopy's been with me on this whole trip this summer. Also the Great Summer Tour of 2023. That will be on my YouTube channel too, combining all the flights that I've done in this series on this flying trip that I did. Delta also has really good interactive in-flight entertainment and systems in the back of the aircraft, especially when you get on some of these newer aircraft. You can see basically your whole flight route, compass, you name it. Beautiful LAX tower here at Gate 23B. And now we are pushing back.
Please keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat...
Overhead bin in the back of the plane. Escape straps are located in overhead bins above each window exit and can be used to assist in a water evacuation onto the wing. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind.
All exits are clearly marked with a green exit symbol. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. If there's a loss of power, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, then adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest.
For children who weigh less than 30 and secure the strap between the legs. Refer to your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are located in marked compartments at the front and...
Before we take off, bring your seat to its upright.
For all you aviation geeks out there, I hope you enjoyed that engine startup of the A321neo aircraft. And also we have another A330neo taxiing here. I think this was actually heading out to London Heathrow as of, let's see here, as of March 8th, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but they ended service on Delta there to London Heathrow from LAX. Personally, I've never flown that route from LAX. I'm sure it's a high demand route, as it is like London to Los Angeles, but I think I would rather see Delta personally just, you know, do flights to like more of like the Polynesian Islands with those aircraft, because like Tahiti was awesome for them to do that. So if they could like do something to even like, I don't know, a different Polynesian island, that would be incredible. See In-N-Out Burger in the distance here. I was plane spotting there the night before this flight, as I had landed from JFK, and I had to get some sleep at the hotel, so I stayed at the Embassy Suites, just about 15 minutes over, not too far away. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this takeoff on the A321neo. after some wonderful views of LAX Airport, Hollywood, Santa Monica, and Venice Beach, and even more of Los Angeles area, we're making our climb out towards Orlando, Florida. This is still a fairly new aircraft in Delta Airlines fleet, so flying on this airplane is just really special for me. I know American Airlines and other airlines had got this aircraft before Delta Airlines, but just to even be on it was just incredible for me. So that was really special. I've done JetBlue Mint before, especially on the A321neo, so feel free to check that out too on my channel here. Saying our last goodbyes to Los Angeles here as we make our way above the clouds and smog, or the foggy marine layer, over the south of Los Angeles here.
On behalf of Delta and our global SkyMiles Medallion members, we appreciate you continuing to trust us with your travel. Federal regulations require all passengers and prohibit the use of cellular networks during flight. The use of Wi-Fi to make voice or video calls is not allowed. Information on approved electronic devices and the times they can be used is found in your safety information card, which is located in your connect to the Delta Wi-Fi network or see the seatback card to get started. And snacks. Premium fresh food options are available for purchase, including snack boxes from our flight fuel menu and alcoholic beverages. Please note that federal regulations prohibit consuming any alcohol you may have brought on board with you. If there's anything we can do to make your experience more comfortable, please don't hesitate to ask. To Orlando.
Using your Bluetooth headphones or headset, whichever you have, you can now connect to these TVs and watch your videos via Bluetooth. I always love a change of scenery, especially flying over the desert, the Grand Canyon. It's just really, I feel like it's just good for your mental health just to see different parts of the world. So, really awesome today. Meal service has started in the first class cabin here, and I had a screwdriver and a Coke. It's usually my go-to, as well as a water, of course. And one of my favorite meals on Delta is the meatballs with the Texas toaster, whatever you want to call it. Pretty good. Caramelized Productions. I always love when they give the little meal cards. I'll have to do a Delta One flight here soon and show you guys kind of what they've brought back, because I know they've brought like hot towel service back since COVID and all this other stuff. And 2023 I did Delta One from JFK to LAX on the A330-900neo, but they did not do the hot towel and stuff. After lunch, still had about 4 to 5 hours to go here, so it's time to sit back, relax, and find a good movie to watch. So that's what I did. Trying not to blind the entire cabin on the aircraft here, I cracked my window a little bit, and you could see the airspace laser looks like into the windowsill there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, try not to blind everybody. You just want to keep the cabin nice and dark there. The funniest thing I think is when you take off and everyone just shuts their window shades like immediately. Like, I think that's just silly. Like, you at least wait like 10 minutes until you're in the sky to do that. Mandatory bathroom tour here, guys. A321 Neo, of course. Look at that. You got a stand-up mirror. Really cool. As we got later on into the flight, I had a Coke, some Miss Vicky sea salt chips, and some Fit Joy, I believe. Those honey glazed pretzels are literally so good. Making our way above the Gulf of Mexico here. Yeah, this is a long flight. I'm used to doing like LAX to JFK, but LAX to Orlando, that's still a pretty long flight. Like, it's basically the same amount of time, if not a little bit longer. So, there we go. Making our way. As we got closer towards Orlando, or Florida, starting to go through kind of all these clouds and strange layers. Because I'm like, oh, getting excited, we're coming into land here. But nothing to see quite yet. A few eerie clouds in the distance here. Maybe lenticular clouds. Cirrus. Who knows? No, I know my clouds pretty well, but I don't know what these are. These are just kind of like dark hanging clouds. Look like UFOs, or if they're disguised as something. Making our way over Tampa / St. Petersburg here. And if we look below here, you can see Tampa International Airport just below our aircraft. I've flown out of Tampa a few times in my life, and it's a really nice airport, and I know they kind of did a huge modernization on it in the past few years, and it's just incredible. I love seeing the giant flamingo as well. One last shot of Tampa International Airport here as we make our way towards Orlando. A few thunderstorms in the area. Pretty much not too much to see from Tampa towards Orlando. Just a lot of green grass and basically just swamp and marsh. But pretty soon started seeing some colorful quarries, it looked like. And before you know it, you could see downtown Orlando and as well as all of Disney World. Look at that. Right on top of it all. I currently live in Orlando, Florida, and basically, after going to the parks a lot, I'm kind of ready to go over towards Disneyland again and check it out for a few days. So maybe you guys will see a new video in the near future, flying from Orlando to Los Angeles.
Exit tray tables to their upright low position, all carry-on baggage stowed, and your seatbelt securely fastened. Flight attendants will be coming through to pick up all remaining items.
And here is Orlando International Airport. This airport is actually pretty huge. Mostly, I think, because of the runways space out so much. Here's a very clear shot of Orlando International Airport. We're probably about 9,000 feet. lining up for final approach into Orlando International Airport here. You can see the runway just ahead of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Delta's pleasure to welcome you to Orlando. Terminating point of this flight, local time here in Orlando, 6:16 p.m. Please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened and carry on items stowed until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Be careful when opening the overhead storage bins to avoid injury from items that use the Fly Delta app for important baggage and connection information. Our goal is to continuously improve your LA-based and flight attendant-based crew. We want to thank you for choosing Delta today. We hope in the near future, when your plans call for air travel, you'll once again choose us here at Delta. Have a pleasant stay here in the Orlando area or wherever your travels may take you. Good day.
I'd like to welcome you guys to Orlando International Airport. It's a pretty great flight. Overall, the crew was amazing, attentive the whole time. It's still obviously, it's about a 6-hour flight, but overall the service was great. I think they could add a little bit more food on these longer flights, like maybe a hot cookie, kind of like they do on the transcontinental flights. But overall, I think it's a pretty nice way to get from Orlando across the country to Los Angeles without connecting. So, Delta Airlines, that's a great job that you guys are doing. Maybe in the future you could add the lie flat seats on the A321 Neos that rumor has that they're planning on doing. So, there you go. Pulling into the gate here, we have a Copa Airlines 737 MAX 9 pushing back, Southwest landing, Delta 763 pushing back, I think for Atlanta. So just a lot going on here, so we had to wait a little while for the gate to open up. Another A321 Neo in the background. I'd like to thank you guys again for joining me today. Passenger Alex here. Hope you guys enjoyed this trip with me. As always, subscribe for more. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. And Instagram and TikTok at Passenger Alex. And also, I'll be putting these videos together from the summer flying tour that I did in 2023. So, I hope you guys enjoy those. We'll see you guys in the next video. Happy flying.